This is a journalist, Anas al-Sharif, on October 24th, who put out this video. He said, at this moment, the Israeli occupation army is committing a horrific massacre against more than 10 families inside the Jabalia camp on Al-Hawja Street, where Israeli warplanes have targeted an entire residential block, collapsing it on the heads of its inhabitants. The attack has resulted in 150 people, between martyrs, wounded, and missing. There is now no civil defense, no medical services, no hospitals. Anyone who is wounded will be martyred. At this moment, Northern Gaza is being annihilated. The Jabalia camp is being exterminated on the heads of its residents, who insisted on staying inside the Jabalia camp. And what he's speaking about there is that basically Israel had told everyone in Northern Gaza that they had to leave, basically to ethnically cleanse it. And this is after Israel had told people continuously, you have to move here, it's a safe zone, and now we're going to bomb this safe zone, and we're going to bomb this safe. So people understandably either got tired of constantly moving, they couldn't actually physically or mentally take it anymore, or again, they can't move for whatever reasons, perhaps they're wounded. Anas continues, the situation for these families is becoming more dire. Save Northern Gaza now. You can hear the sounds of explosions and demolitions at this moment. The situation is very dire. These injured and martyred people, no one can retrieve or transport them. We are talking about one of the largest massacres inside the Jabalia camp during the military operation by the Israeli occupation army. Save Northern Gaza now. Northern Gaza is being annihilated, exterminated at this moment. The Northern Gaza Strip is now being exterminated. Hospitals have stopped functioning. Civil defense has stopped. Tens of thousands of families remain trapped. No food, no medicine, no water. So that's the reality of Northern Gaza at the moment. Israel also laid siege to Kamal Adwan Hospital in Northern Gaza, repeatedly bombing the hospital, which was home to over 150 children, wounded patients, and medical personnel. The Israeli army stormed the health facility and forced everyone to assemble. You might have seen images of this. I'm not going to show them here, but again, you can see it on Electronic Intifada. They have murdered healthcare workers. One of the doctors buried his son by the hospital wall. This is the reality of Northern Gaza, and of course the other parts of Gaza in many ways as well. Gaza is split into different areas. You have Northern Gaza, which now is an absolute wasteland and being ethnically cleansed in a sort of sadistic violence. I didn't realize there was more that they could do. And then there's Southern Gaza, like Rafah, where that's also of course destroyed. That there's Central Gaza, like where Deir al-Balach is in Khan Yunis, and that's supposedly, like Deir al-Balach is supposedly one of the safe zones, which of course it's not. They bomb it consistently as well. Again, like these reports by the Electronic Intifada are really vital reporting. They are part of documenting history, so that as much as Israel tries to murder journalists, as much as Israel tries to pretend that the truth can't get out, it's people like the Electronic Intifada who are uplifting the work and the words and the videos of journalists in Gaza. They will ensure that this does not get lost, that whatever people try to weasel away out of it now, they won't be able to hide from the fact that they knew that this was happening. Of course, part of that complicity, not just part of it, a huge part of that complicity comes from the news media, right?